Welcome back to Decentralized News. In today's exciting video, I want to touch on a very interesting topic that I've been getting a lot of requests on, and that is the issue of asset-backed crypto tokens. So I am specifically going to talk about tokenizing gold in this specific video, but I will be giving you a full breakdown of what asset tokenization using blockchain technology entails. So let's dive right into it. So what is important to highlight is the fact that the rise of blockchain technology itself, aside from just changing the world and how it fundamentally operates and how businesses will work in the future, we are looking today, like I said, in the gold and metals industry specifically, because this industry as well is no exception. Distributed ledgers are coming in to pretty much shake things up, and so this is tokenizing gold. And first we need to actually very much so understand how asset tokenization works. So in my book, Tokenized Trillions, I actually explain the concept of asset tokenization as something that involves converting the rights of an asset with economic value into a digital token. So on a let's say a token on the blockchain is used to pretty much create and generate and stimulate value, and it is also a unit of account, and also is used as a means of exchange sometimes. And a token can effectively just represent anything digitally, right? So for instance, a token can pretty much represent a stock or bond, an option, or a real estate asset, or it can also represent an individual's rights to access, say, rights on a blockchain or a blockchain based application. And also a token on the blockchain can represent a piece of information, like a digital certificate of ownership, such as a house or share in a company, a certificate of credit, or a patent, provenance data or algorithmic instructions, identity for an IoT device, and so much more. Today I am pretty much focusing on Paxos, which is a infrastructure company that has been around the crypto industry for a very long time, highly regulated in New York, and they do offer a stable coin in the form of USDP, and also they do offer PAXG, which is a form of tokenized, fully backed gold asset that you can pretty much trade and exchange and pretty much hold the rights through or the rights to that ownership of that specific amount of gold through a crypto token, PAXG, and they are fully regulated. I'm going to dive into kind of a little bit of the history of the company and what it is that they do, and why I personally am holding a little bit of PAXG and some USDP as well, just as I would hold other tokens that I feel have a good sustainable sort of start, and also development and a future as far as being regulatory compliant and all of that good stuff. So stay tuned. Let's get into Paxos. Paxos is operated by Paxos Trust Company LLC, which is a New York chartered limited purpose trust company, and it offers blockchain solutions to help tokenize, custody, trade, and settle assets for enterprise clients. So Paxos, as I've mentioned earlier, it is regulated by the New York State Department of Financial Services. So that's the NYDFS. And trust companies actually are typically subject to more stringent regulatory oversight, which makes them safer than most sort of regulated exchanges that only need what we call a BIT license or a money services business designation. So Paxos has to in fact go under regular exams and independent third-party audits routinely to have their financials audited, and also controls accessed across sort of different things that they look for, such as they being honest with their financial reporting, and also their operations compliance, and also their information security. So it is required Paxos itself to actually meet these specific NYDFS capital reserve, consumer protection, and also compliance and anti-money laundering regulations. So additionally, Paxos also works with them, which is a nationally ranked auditing firm in the US, which independently verifies their entire supply of USDP, which is their stable coin that they manage, and also just to make sure that it is consistent with the USD reserves in their actual accounts that are held with US banks. So they do publish monthly reserves holding reports as well on their website, so you can check those out. So that is pretty much what Paxful is. They offer a whole bunch of things to institutional clients, as well as trading and custody and settlement. So their key product offerings are also like I said, the stablecoin and Pax Gold, which is what we're focusing on today, since this is the gold allocated sort of token that is managed by the trust company. And it is interesting as a way of pretty much just being able to have that exposure to gold if you're somebody who doesn't really like to hold paper gold in the way you would if you were trying to get exposure through just the regular stock markets as well. So Paxos offers this digital token, PAXG, which is backed by physical gold. So each token is supposed to essentially be backed by 1 fine troy ounce of 400-ounce London gold delivery gold bars, and these are stored in Brink's vault. Anyone who owns PAXG actually owns the underlying physical gold that is held in custody by the Paxos Trust Company. So this is quite interesting, because what's also great about that is that you can also verify your gold allocation using your wallet address. And I've done that myself, and it's also just kind of gives you that added assurance. That's why blockchain is sort of good in bringing that transparency to how people trade these metals or have exposure to through stocks and bonds, and all of these are the offerings that we have within financial markets. So it also has a settlement service that they have. I think you should definitely go check out what Pax Gold is doing. I mean, Paxos itself, rather, because the entity also has this crypto brokerage, which is also they have a US equity settlement service, like I said, for post-trade automation for commodities and FX markets, as well as the stable coin. And they are a company that is really has a good management team, and also they have the likes of PayPal, Revolut, Credit Suisse, and Society General as their customers as well. Go check out Paxos. Let me know what your thoughts are. Don't forget to check out the links in the description to my book, Tokenized Trillions, which will give you a little bit more about what some of the things that I've touched on here, as far as asset tokenization. And in there I touch about different commodities, gold, diamond, equities, securities, IP, as well as just kind of giving you a full breakdown of the benefits, as far as fractionalization, how to customize, where liquidity comes in, and the automation of smart contracts, and how that plays when you are looking at tokenizing real world assets. So go check out the link in the description, and also check out the full link to the review of Paxos on our main site, decentralized.news. Like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.